now, finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it out. I just stay cool at the...
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. Flushed out right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go. pockets and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On second and a long way to go. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson on the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First down, Mills. And it's complete to Mitchell. Touchdown, Texans. Elijah Mitchell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have moved out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play fake, Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory coming in and dropping for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, throw left side, complete. That's Patrick. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On third down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And space tough to come by there. It's going to give maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Now in his 9th NFL season, Brandon Cooks remains a model of consistency. Had a career-best 90 catches in 2021 and his 6th 1,000-yard season in the last 7 years. No surprise there that they were looking for him to pick up a first down, and he gets it done.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Mills. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by McManus is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw is Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mills now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On second down, Williams pushes past him. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Here's Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down and 4, Wilson buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. A first down throw for Mills. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, Mills. Right side, complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mills to throw it. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mills now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Mills on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Texans are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On second down, Swift. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 7, Mills escaping the pressure right. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Quickly out wide to Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Mills. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Wilson to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mills looking to throw it. Into the hands of Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Eluding the pressure right. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Denver.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn go see Chirac, Southside, C12 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the